Hi, I'm Scott from Gravity Rail, and today we are going over how easy it is to get up and running to automate your member engagement on the Gravity Rail platform. And to do so, we are going to automate a low sugar diet plan that I put together for my members. But I'm running into an issue where, even though I've got the whole care plan written out, milestone tracking, meal plan recommendations, my members just aren't engaging. And I want them to engage, but all of the solutions that I know about to get it done are expensive. I have to hire teams of people, I have to set up lots of different backends and engagement protocols. Well, not anymore. We're going to do this together today on the Gravity Rail platform, and we're going to do the first two steps, which will actually get us end-to-end engaging with members. First, we are going to create our agent, and then we are going to define a workflow so that agent can answer questions about my diet care plan for my members. Let's get started. So the very first thing we do is define an agent. And this is something that can sound a little bit scary, but in reality, this is really just the one pager that you would give your team instructing them on how to behave and what the overall role at your job is. And so this is what assistant instructions would look like if you were just writing them to a human being, but what would they look like in the Gravity Rail platform? And in order to get our coordinator in here, I need to head on over to People and Assistants, and we're going to create a new assistant. Our assistant's name is going to be Alex, and what I did here is just copy paste the exact instructions that we sent over here. You'll go ahead and select the model that you want to use for your chat, and you can also select what you want for your real-time voice, if that's something that you intend to support. So I click create, and all of a sudden we have a new member of our team, Alex, who's trained up on our standard operating procedures and how to behave. So just like that, we've already finished step one, and we are ready to move on automating a care plan question coming in from a member. So how do we do that? Let's head on over to the platform to answer that question. In the Gravity Rail platform, we define all our conversations in the Workflows tab. A workflow defines a member engagement. It can be a notification, it can be a reminder, it can be a weekly check-in, or it can be receiving inbound calls. Whatever it is, we define what happens in those conversations here in the Workflow tab. So let's do that together for our inbound questions from our members about our diet. So I'll create a workflow called inbound questions. And the assistant that we have handling inbound questions is Alex. Alex knows how to get the job done. We're going to set our phone number to diet inbound. That's how you connect it to the phone. It's just as easy to collect to email, but that'll be a different demo. And in today's conversation that we're defining, we are going to greet and answer questions. And so when our assistant greets our members, we have to provide some instructions of what happens in this conversation. So we'll provide some baseline instructions down here, and then after that, we need to include the actual diet care plan. And so I've gone into my worksheet and just pasted that in here. These are all the specific instructions that come from my research. And when I click Create Workflow, we are done. We have just automated our first patient engagement to handle inbound questions about our diet care plan. And so I can go ahead and send it a message right here. Hi, I think I want to eat these strawberries. Typos are okay. But I already ate blueberries for breakfast. Is that okay? Right? That could be a question that a member might have. And so now I get answers that are specifically tailored to my care plan, and it helps my members stay on track while I'm taking care of the rest of my business. And finally, I mentioned we hooked it up to a phone number. So if I go in here and I remap this, our first conversation is not getting started, it is inbound questions. So let's go ahead and save that. And now I can go in my phone and actually call our assistant.
Hey, Scott. How's it going today?
Going great.
Anything specific on your mind? Awesome. Are you trying to focus on anything specific with your low sugar plan right now?
And so just like that, we have set something up together that can answer member questions on the phone, via SMS, or by email. We're going to build off this foundation. I hope you join us for the rest of the videos.